Not only are coral reefs beautiful, they're home to 25% of all known marine life. And right now, they need our help. Hi, I'm Jane the Salty Siren. Come with me as I learn how to be a reef renewal diver with Scuba Reef Bonaire. Are you ready? Let's go!
Bueno, sí. Camina. Rico, rico, rico.
Corals are actually complex colonial animals consisting of two parts. One, the corallites, which are the cup-like structures that form the colony's skeleton. And two, polyps, the wee little tentacled creatures which form the living tissue of the coral colony. Polyps are nocturnal and feed on plankton, and if you're lucky, you can actually see their little tentacles surrounding the mouth. Not only do coral feed on planktonic prey in the water column, like small jellyfish, crustaceans, and fish larvae, they absorb nutrients directly through their tissue due to their symbiotic relationship with zooxanthellae, which is microalgae, via photosynthesis. Why should we care about coral? Well, they're home to 2 million species, which includes 4,000 different species of fish. They provide habitat and nurseries for 25% of all marine life. They also act as barriers protecting coastal communities from storm damage and erosion. They're a source of income for communities that rely on healthy reefs. For example, on Bonaire, nature-related tourism is valued at a whopping $50 million per year. They also are a source of invaluable medical research and development on new medicines that treat cancer and HIV. Can you imagine a world with no coral reefs? I don't want to. Why are coral in trouble worldwide? The frequency of coral diseases, such as white bands disease and stony coral tissue loss disease, has increased exponentially over the last decade. This is due to increasing sea surface temperatures and deteriorating water quality due to anthropogenic pollutants. Degraded water quality due to things like agriculture, poor wastewater management, and runoff. Loss of long-spined sea urchins. These spiky little gardeners are keystone herbivores on the reef. And when they die off, it means more macroalgae, which compete with the coral for space and nutrients. Probably the most widely known threat to coral populations, this occurs when corallites expel their zooxanthellae when exposed to pollution and temperature stress. This severely handicaps the coral's ability to feed and, well, live. You may be thinking, Jane, this sounds super depressing. What can we do? I'm so glad you asked. Efforts are being made around the world to support our coral friends, and if you're a scuba diver, you can help too by becoming a reef renewal diver. I did my PADI Reef Renewal training with Scuba Reef Bonaire. They're partnered with Reef Renewal Foundation Bonaire, a nonprofit organization dedicated to restoring Bonaire's coral reefs. Here are some of the skills I learned in my training. While diving around the island, you may have seen these PVC structures. They're shaped like trees and serve as a safe place for baby corals to grow. These younglings can grow in cards, plugs, or trays, but usually you'll find them hanging like these staghorn corals at Bachelor's Beach. Like any nursery, it's important to keep it clean. And guess what, guys? It's not going to clean itself. Nursery tree maintenance is critical to restoration efforts and needs to be done every few weeks. From the top of its float, down the trunk, to the bottom of the tree, branch by branch. The goal is to remove any algae or fire coral. And while yes, this is tedious work, it's very satisfying. When young corals reach the appropriate size, they're ready to be outplanted. We want to make sure the new site gives the best chance for maximum survival, so there are a couple of things that we need to look at, such as how deep is the site? Is the water quality good? What's the bottom type like? Is there already a healthy population of coral there? That's a really good sign. And also, are there predators? After an appropriate site is determined, the corals are removed from the tree and they're then moved to a new planting site, and the game of coral Tetris begins. I learned a method called wedging. This is where we take coral fragments and kind of tuck them into each other, a crevice, or even other coral, so they can reattach, grow, and propagate. You can see here we chose a site with some existing fire coral. There are other methods of outplanting, such as using cement to attach fragments to the reef, and that's what you see Julie doing here. Since we've taken some younglings from our tree, those spaces can be filled with more coral babies. First, fragments are collected. Here we took them from larger younglings on the tree. We then carefully loop filament on each fragment. The fragments are then taken back to the tree and hung in the empty spaces, secured with a little metal clasp. Good luck, little babies! Hope you grow big and strong. Besides becoming a reef renewal diver, here are some other ways you can support coral restoration efforts. On an island like Bonaire, it can be hard to get supply materials. Even these metal wire brushers that are so easy to get in the States can be difficult to come by there. If you're planning a trip to the island, you can contact Reef Renewal Foundation Bonaire and ask what's needed at the moment and bring it with you. They have a wish list on their website, and I'll link that below. Also, donating money. You can adopt a coral of your very own. Heck, you can even sponsor a whole thicket of coral. Honestly, gifting someone coral is the best way to show your love. I mean, if you want to make a good impression, screw a Birkin, saving coral is way cooler. You can also choose to support businesses that are reef-friendly and sustainable. For example, Reef Safe Sunscreen. My favorite is Freaks of Nature. This video is by no means a comprehensive guide to saving coral reefs, and if anyone's interested in learning to do this kind of work, I highly recommend taking the PADI Reef Renewal course with Julie at Scuba Elite Bonaire. I'll put the link to their website below. If my video encourages just one diver to train and volunteer for reef renewal efforts, then my day is made. Comment with an emoji below if you're a fellow diver. Honestly, it was the desire to do this very work that pushed me to finally get my diving certification. Thank you so much to Julie and Scuba Elite Bonaire. If you haven't already, please like and subscribe. Hit that bell so you can stay tuned for more diving, mermaiding, and travel adventures around the world. Thank you so much for watching. Stay safe and stay salty, my friends. Bye!